Our weed of the week is Jimson weed.
Well, Jimson weed is an annual weed and it reproduces by seed. And if you hear that, you think, oh, okay, well, that's not a very big deal. But guess what? You don't want to even have one of these plants around you or your family or your livestock because Jimson weed is highly poisonous. It contains hyoscyamine and you don't want anything to do with that. So you want to try and get this weed under control. Now here's the thing too, is that sometimes Jimson weed is sold as an ornamental. Can you imagine planting Jimson weed on purpose, planting a poisonous weed around your landscaping? Seems crazy to me, but if you hear something called thorn apple or moonflower, they've got all these different names for Jimson weed. Just make sure if you've got this weed around you, you just kill the thing and keep it away from you and your family.
All right, so let's talk about how to control this weed. Let's start in wheat. It's pretty easy really in wheat, but the thing is you need a pre-emerge herbicide and a lot of farmers don't use pre-emerge herbicides in wheat. There is a great one for broadleaves like Jimson weed called Sharpen. Sharpen can be used in corn, soybeans, and wheat. We love it in wheat though because you can use a couple of ounces. It's going to cost about 10 bucks an acre if you get up to that couple ounce rate, but you'll have good burn down and good residual control. Then post-emerge we'd suggest going with wide match and throw in Addition tank mix or Addition broad spec.
Well, you could use some of that Sharpen in soybeans as well in a product called Verdict. However, you can only use a low rate. Now, it's good enough to burn down some Jimson weed, but you can get a longer residual out of Authority or any of the Authority mixes. So that's what I would recommend. Something like Authority MTZ would be a good mix pre-emerge for Jimson weed control. Now, post-emerge, if you have Roundup Ready or Liberty Link crops, you've got the great options of Roundup or Liberty. Now, if you're using conventional herbicides, Basagran has been one that's worked well if you get hot and humid weather. If it's cool, well, it's not going to work nearly as well. So that will depend a little bit. The weather will determine what you're going to do post-emerge. If you can't use that, you could use something like Pursuit or Raptor and tank mix in some Flex Star or Cobra for extra burn.
All right, and let's not forget about the new Extend trait, the Roundup Ready 2 Extend trait, so you could use dicamba over the top when that gets labeled. That'll be an excellent way to go for your Jimson weed as well. All right, let's turn to corn. Pre-emerge, you got a lot of different choices. Even things like Surpass or Harness, just those straight goods, they'll suppress Jimson weed a little bit. Really, we'd prefer to see something like Balance Flex or Verdict out there.
Or even the new Resicor, Brian.
Yep, absolutely. Resicor would be fine too. Post-emerge, lots of products are labeled, even something like Buctril, the HPPDs, Callisto, Loudus, Impact, Armazon, and then Status really is our favorite product for Jimson weed post in corn.
Well, that's all the time we have for this week's Weed of the Week, but Iron Talk is coming up next.